Welcome to Changelog and Friends, a weekly talk show about going down, 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 underground. Thank you to our partners at Fly, the home of changelog.com. Launch your app near your users. Fly makes it easy. Learn more at fly.io. Okay, let's play.
Okay, friends, it's time to monitor your crons. Simple monitoring for every application. That is what my friends over at Chronometer does for you. Performance insights and uptime monitoring for cron jobs, websites, APIs, status pages, heartbeats, analytics checks, and so much more. And you can start for free today. Chronometer.io. Check them out. Join 50,000 developers worldwide from Square, Cisco, Johnson & Johnson, Monday.com, Reddit, Monzo, and so many more. And guess what? I monitor my cron jobs with Chronometer, and you should too. And here's how easy it is to install and use Chronometer to start monitoring your crons. They have a Linux package, a Mac OS package, a Windows package that you can install. And the first thing you do is you run Chronometer Discover. When you have this installed, it discovers all of your crons. And from there, your crons will be monitored inside of Chronometer's dashboard. You have a jobs tab. You can easily see execution time, all the events, the latest activity, the health status, the success range, all the details, when it should run. Everything is captured in this dashboard, and it's so easy to use. Okay, check them out at chronometer.io. Once again, chronometer.io.
Hello and welcome back to Pound Define, our 100% original and in no way copied from Balderdash game show where you're rewarded for lying like a skilled politician. My name is Jared Santo, and we have some great competitors today, and we have Nick Nisi. Hey, Nick.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Welcome to Pound Define.
Happy to be here.
Listeners of the Changelog may remember Nick's voice as a regular panelist on JS Party, your weekly celebration of JavaScript and the web.
And TypeScript.
No. Don't start the line until the definitions fly. We're also joined by a listener and sometimes guest, I guess recurring guest now, Thomas Eckert. Welcome, Thomas.
Hello. Happy to be here. Excited to join these legends of the changelog.
We do have some changelog legends here waiting in the wings. Where are they? Oh, here they are. It's Matt Ryer. What's up, Matt?
Hello, everybody. It's nice to be here.
How do you like to be described as a legend?
It's all right, actually. Just first time
You'll
it's
take
happened.
it?
Just letting it sink in. Let me think. Yeah, feels pretty good.
Yeah. You'll take it. All right.
Very nice.
Speaking of the legend, it's my partner in crime, Adam Stakoviak. What's up, dude?
What's up? I'm here. I'm back.
I feel like you're well positioned because we've played this game a few times. This is our third iteration of Pound Define. However, we have no returning guests. We got rid of Taylor Troche. She's too good. Losh,
too good.
way too serious. Amel, too much.
Too much.
And we got these guys. So I think you have an upper hand because you have experience and they do not.
If I don't win, there's something wrong.
Okay.
With you.
With me, yeah.
Correct.
That was implied with me, but yes, thank you for being specific.
Adam, I just noticed the lava lamp behind you.
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that you're into Homeland. Is that, or Home Lab, not Homeland. Is that your own little Cloudflare key generator?
It's my, what do you call those things?
Cloudflare worker.
No, they have a, Nick is referring to this wall they have in the Cloudflare office, and they use it, I believe. What do they use it for? It's like
To generate random numbers.
a random generator kind of thing? Like a password
really?
generator?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's never the same. That'd be cool if I did, but I don't. So I'm sorry, Nick. It's just for looks.
Ideas.
It technically can be the same, right? It's just chance, but it's probably not going to be the same, but it could just be exactly the same all day. And then all it's kicking out is 2. And you're like, come on, wall.
Come on.
We need more different random numbers, not just 2. And you get angry with it. But
Right.
yeah, then you're relaxed by just watching it because it's lava lamps, so it chills you out.
And then it reminds you it's a pseudo random number generator, and it's like they're just pseudo random. So get what you pay for. I
No,
guess.
but that one is real random, I think.
It is
think.
really random. It could never be the same again.
It can be. It's random.
Maybe in a million years. Could it be the same in a million years?
Could be the same in 1 second, technically. It's just unlikely.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, this conversation will never be the same again either. So let's get to the game. Here's how it works. This is the game of fake definitions. You all are tasked with basically lying to each other, pretending
I like it.
pseudo-random definition generators that you know the definition to these obscure STEM jargon. Okay, I have 10 rounds of play. I will say the word, send it to you all, spell it out loud for our listener, and you will then write a definition for the word. I also have, of course, the correct definition. I will mix them together, read them out, and you'll try to guess which is the correct definition. If you know the definition to start and you submit to me the correct definition, you automatically get 3 points, which is the most points you can score for a single action, and you sit that round out. So, go have a drink of coffee or something. If you don't get it right away, I will gather them and read them during the reading time. If you guess the right one, then you get 2 points. And if you trick somebody else to guess your definition, you get 1 point. So for each person who selects yours, you get a point. And we get to 15 points. First wins or 10 rounds. That's how it goes. I'm sure that was convoluted as an explanation because I was confusing myself as I went. But as the game starts, it will become immediately obvious how this works. So let's just get into it and start with round one. So the word for round one, cryptorhythm. Cryptorhythm. That's CRYPTARITHM. I will submit that to the chat. Please send me your fake definitions now. Okay, Nick has already submitted, so it's not based on speed, Nick, but I do appreciate that. I have Matt's definition. Adam is historically the slowest submitter.
It's a deep thinker.
I have Thomas's. So as soon as Adam is done, we will be ready.
I'm just trying to figure out how to spell rhythm.
It's in the thing.
No, I mean the word rhythm.
That's too tough.
It is a tough word to spell. I always get confused, and I always have to Google it.
Do not Google. There's no Googling.
RHYTHM.
All right, I'm going to send you an incorrect version of rhythm, basically.
You can't Google. You can't DuckDuckGo. You cannot ask Jeeves. Nor can you ask any sort of GPTs.
But you can just type in the word in Slack and see if it's got an underline on it.
True.
That's one way to find out if it's...
I will allow spell check. Good point, Matt.
But you can hack that maybe through like Grammarly or something that's going to be using an LLM to
Can of worms.
backdoor.
I guess if you hack Bound to Find by using Grammarly, then I'll just submit to you and let you win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, it's interesting you say pound because we don't say pound for that symbol. You're talking about the hash symbol.
I'm not. I'm talking about the pound sign.
Right, it's an octothorpe, right? It looks like it's 2 lines. I think that's its technical name, is octothorpe.
Octothorpe define. Yeah.
Do you guys call it that because it looks like hash browns?
We don't really have hash browns. They're coming from the US.
Oh, what's wrong with you?
They have beans. They just have
Yeah, we
beans.
just have
They have
beans.
toast. That's it.
Just
We
beans and
stopped at
toast?
beans. Yeah.
Oh, you should try hash browns. They're really good. Yeah.
Did you try beans on toast when you were in London, Nick?
Sure didn't. They gave it to me, and I set that aside.
They gave it to you and you didn't eat it.
Gave it back. You're like, no, thank you.
Some of the best food I had in London was at the local McDonald's.
It was at the
That's so
it was at
American.
the airport lounge.
Oh, that's the place to try it if you're gonna go. If you're gonna go for it, you want to have it done properly. You want to get yourself to Terminal 3. Nick, when you say someone gave it to me, like, surely in context of a restaurant or something, right? Like, they didn't just give it you in the airport.
They're just discarding it. They figured, here, you have it.
Yeah, going through security, they just hand it to you.
Yeah, it's just someone else's beans on toast that they weren't allowed through. Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Well, the thing is, there's only one beans on toast in the entire country, but no one actually likes it, but you got to pretend like you like it, so you kind of just keep passing it off, and it's been hot potatoing around between people for decades.
That's how sourdough started.
Yeah, it's the same principle. I love that it's one beans on toast, though. Like, the beans on toast is a singular, and there's one of them. Yeah, I love that.
Well, the beans are plural, but the toast is singular. Yes. All right, I now have all definitions. A quick disclaimer, I do my darndest to read these as straight as possible. In fact, I close my video so I can't see your faces and I just read as if I'm the only one in the room. Having said that, it's still really hard because some of these get to be a little bit zany. Thankfully, Taylor Troche is not here because he's trolling pretty much every round, and so maybe Matt will troll. I don't know, but there's my disclaimer. If I laugh, it's not because it's not the right definition. It's because I think something's funny.
Yeah. But you also find quite weird things funny. I listened to an episode of this last time, and you were in hysterics for 10 minutes. And then when you read it out, it was just a sentence.
The first episode, I almost broke it. Yeah. But I did a much better job in the second episode. So if you want to go back and listen, skip round 1 of episode 1,
Yeah.
in which I darn near break the show. Okay. Let's see if I break the show this time. Cryptorhythm is an algorithm for generating cryptographic signatures or the subtle vibrations that occur in underground burial sites due to the crypt settling, or the rhythm, also known as cryptorhythmic sequencing, of adding and subtracting numbers in cryptographic algorithms, or a puzzle where you are given an arithmetical expression where the digits have been replaced by letters, or finally, a drum beat used as a password, usually tapped out on a keypad or keyboard. There you have it, 5 definitions for cryptorhythm. One of those is the correct definition. Nick, you're up first. Which one do you think it is?
How do I answer?
You can answer by the number. You can answer by the one saying generally this, and I will confirm with you. You can just kind of talk about it. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Okay.
I'm going to say the one, the puzzle where you're...
A puzzle where you're given arithmetical expressions where the digits have been replaced by letters.
Yes.
All right. That's number 4. I give that to Nick, and we go to Thomas.
Yeah, so I think about these. You got 2 algorithm-like ones. Those are both interesting, attractive. I'm also drawn to the puzzle one. I think interesting, this idea. I looked at cryptorhythm, and I thought crypto, right? Cryptography. But now that I read this one about the crypts, like where you would put, bury...
Vibrations, yes.
Vibrations,
Yeah.
like that makes a lot of sense. Like maybe I'm actually, how helicopter is actually helicopter, right? Like the where you actually
school
split
us.
the word is different. You don't know that?
No, tell me more.
Oh, we say helicopter.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Matt, do you say that?
I do all the time. I'm always saying it.
No. They say whirly birds.
Oh, you guys have whirly birds.
Whirly birds.
Yeah, that's the proper word.
Whirly birds, and that's how they import the beans.
Through a whirly bird, of course.
We say it like helicopter, but the actual origin of the word would split. So pater is the wing.
Pater.
Patur?
Like it's Greek. It's the same thing where you get like pterodactyl.
It's all Greek to me.
I know. So you wouldn't say
So what's helicop mean?
helico, pater. If you were to split
Right.
where the words...
Is he spitting on me?
I feel like he's just spitting on us.
Right? I'm spitting knowledge.
You're
I'm
spitting
knowledge here, so, But
Okay.
maybe it's like that, where you need to split the word at a different place. Crypt.
You're going for the one that says vibrations occur in an underground burial sites due to the crypt settling.
Yeah, but I'm still drawn to the puzzle one. I think, because I think about like those... I think I'll go with the puzzle one.
All right. He's piling on.
Piling on.
Now, let me remind you of the spread. The spread is wherein you don't all pick the same answer, because if nobody gets the correct answer, I, your humble moderator, sometimes not so humble moderator, will score 3 points. And if I reach 15 before anybody else, you'll never hear the end of it. Okay, so he's going to pile on with Nick on the puzzling. Adam, what do you think?
Can I get a read back, please?
Of which ones?
All of them.
I will give you a quick summary of each, okay?
Please and thank you.
Number 1 was the algorithm for generating cryptographic signatures. Number 2 was the subtle vibrations that Thomas was talking about.
Okay, yes.
Underground burial sites. Number 3 was the rhythm of adding and subtracting numbers in cryptographic algorithms. Number 4 was the puzzle. And number 5 was the drum beat used as a password.
The last two, well, the middle and last two are kind of STEM related. So gotta go in the STEM. Plus the pile-on is making me feel like maybe I'm not smart here and they're smart. So I'm going to just do what sheep do and follow. So I'm going to be a sheep today.
Sheep.
But I don't know that last one. Read it again, please. Let's see how. Can you give me the exact version of it so I can hear?
Number 5, a drum beat used as a password, usually tapped out on a keypad or keyboard.
Think about that, like knock, 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 knock. You know, you knock on the door.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of
On
a
each
password.
key.
It's kind of maybe a cryptorhythm.
Yeah, maybe it predates.
It's a rhythm that's crypto.
Right.
It's the rhythm of you getting scammed.
Well, thanks, Nick.
Oh, man.
You're putting it out there. Okay, puzzle. I'm piling on, Jared.
You're
I'm
piling
sorry.
on puzzle?
Yeah, it's very STEM. It's very STEM.
This is concerning. Okay.
Okay.
I'm lining up a win here, perhaps, or a loss. We'll see. Matt, you are the last to choose. So far, 3 puzzlers. What are you thinking?
Still trying to get over that helicopter news. That bombshell's just really shaken me, to be honest. Can't believe you're supposed to say it like that.
You don't need to worry about that.
That was a psychological operation.
You're not supposed to say it like that.
Do you break it down and say whirly bird
Whirly bird.
Oh yeah, that's it.
in the Greek?
In the the Greek. I don't know. I was going to learn Greek, but it's got too much maths in it. I'm not very good at maths. I shouldn't have to calculate pi halfway through a word. Do you know what I mean? What they're playing at.
Takes too long.
The spelling of cryptorhythm, I think, means it tells us it's not the rhythm one. And also, when I heard the real definition of this, I remember that I did know this. So a little bit disappointed with myself, but I'm pretty confident that it is the puzzle. So I'm going to pile on, baby. Pile on!
The pile.
Is there a theme tune for if everyone piles on?
We need a pile-on theme.
Can you write one real quick?
Dum, 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 dum.
Yeah.
All right. Pile on theme tune.
Where has our individuality gone? We're all saying the same thing. It's a pile on. It's a pile on.
Lovely.
Wow.
It's a pile-on. And in post, as we speak, Break Master Cylinder is remixing that
Oh, yeah.
in the moment. So there's going to be some beeps and boops and some blops.
So it'll come out sounding better, probably. A little better.
Oh,
Yeah, he's going to auto-tune that thing, so it'll be good.
I already had auto-tune on in my voice.
He's going to meta-tune.
Oh, did you? You tuned it yourself as you went.
By the way, Adam, I had a thought earlier. You wanted Jared to repeat all the answers. You can just use the back 10 seconds on your phone to go back 10 seconds and listen to that bit again.
Yeah, I was trying that,
Just a
but
tip.
it didn't work.
The hard part's catching up, you know?
You need the new Windows PC where it records your entire life, so you can just go back.
Oh, yeah. Recall. Was it? Is it recall?
Recall.
Yeah, recall.
Well, I don't know if there's going to be a recall on that.
There might be a recall and recall.
Total recall.
Total recall.
Better. All right, how do we land this helicopter? We say the correct answer was the puzzle. You all got it right.
Sweet.
Dun, dun, dun. So,
Pylon vindicated. 2
2 points for Matt, 2 points for Adam, 2 points for Thomas, 2 points for Nick, 0 for me. But that's okay.
It's a tie.
And after round 1, it is a 4-way tie for first place. Also, circumstantially, last place. So don't forget that. You're all tied for last. We move now to round 2, where our word is graviton. The word for round 2 is graviton. I have Thomas's definition.
How do we know it's not gravy ton? Like loads of gravy.
Do you guys have gravy over there?
Yeah, but I think, is it different? It's probably different, isn't it?
It's just the juice around the beans. So you know how like beans come in the kind of liquid there. They just drain that off. That's what they call gravy.
I don't even really eat beans on toast very often, Thomas. I usually just have toast under beans. That's my favourite.
Toast under beans.
Yeah,
no,
it's
that's a
different.
really good
Delicacy.
idea.
It's lovely.
It sits different on the palate, and that's a little bit more. I mean, you see that goes back into questions of class in
Yes.
England.
Yeah.
As to who had toast under beans and who had beans on toast.
That's it. Yeah.
Which class are you in, Matt?
You know Downton Abbey? You know where all the servants live downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be working for them.
Oh, you'd be working for the servants.
Yeah, in the UK, where I sit.
You're the scum they scrape off the scum.
Yeah, exactly. Scum of the scum. It's like creme de la creme, but the opposite. But I'm proud of it. Working class background and all that, you know?
And you're a legend around these parts, so what does that make us, you know?
I wouldn't like to hazard a guess.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just people.
No, I like you lot. I'll just caveat that with, if any scandals break with these people, I'd like to distance myself now. But assuming that doesn't happen...
I have an ongoing scandal hidden.
Oh, no.
Very much hidden. Is it a scandal if it's hidden?
No. Well,
It's actually a micro scandal.
Secret.
It's between like 3 or 4 people. One of them has a newspaper that just distributes it to like 3 people, and that's it. And it's in there, headlined on the front page.
Oh, wow.
So 2 people know what I've done. Allegedly.
What area is it in? What sort of... Is it like a crime?
It's in a zip code. It's in like
geographically.
like on the street.
What lat long? What's your lat long of this incident? Narrow it down a
Can't
bit.
tell you. That's my information.
All right.
I'm in the US of A. You know that. Down here in Texas.
You can't do anything illegal in Texas, can you? I thought
Nah, everything's...
There's no laws.
Oh, it's all in the dossier.
If you do something illegal, don't they just take you downtown?
Dan Tan. Yeah, I'm taking you Dan Tan.
Gravitan.
Gravitan.
Oh, gravitan. All right. Well, we have an unprecedented occurrence here.
Okay.
Never been through this. I don't have it in my rule book even, how to handle this circumstance. But of the definitions, I now have all 4 of your definitions. 3 of them were the correct definition.
Oh.
And one person made one up. So I guess we could just... we could all go around and guess who might not know the definition.
Yeah, let's change the rules for this one answer.
Okay, so we will guess now who you think had to make up the definition and didn't actually know.
Oh, yes.
This might turn into some sort of a class war.
We could also still pick which exact definition is the official one. That's still a game, I guess.
Well, can we get what the fake definition was before we try to place it on someone?
No. Not everybody has a fair play.
Yeah.
That's
No,
true.
let's keep it fair. Let's keep it 100% fair. So Thomas goes first. Thomas, who do you think made up a definition in this round?
All right.
This is a mean... This game has taken a mean tangent here.
Now, it doesn't... it's not fair to assume that the person didn't know what the actual answer was, but may have been playing that strategy.
Right, the metagame.
The metagame.
Most likely they were.
Yeah.
And it just backfired horrendously. Or not, because if you guess their name, then they get a point for tricking you.
They get a point for tricking me. When
You think they lied and they
Unless
told
it's
the truth.
yourself, in which point points would cancel
Unless
out.
it's myself.
Yes. You got a 33% chance of getting it right. Well, I guess maybe a 66. What is the math on
It
that one?
depends on whether or not I'm the person who made it up.
Right, but the person whose name gets guessed gets a point. Don't think about it too hard. Flip a coin and pick a name.
I'm thinking that I could see Matt making something up.
All right, so Thomas picks Matt.
Yeah.
Me?
Adam, your turn. Who do you think it was?
Who did what?
Who made a fake definition and submitted it to me?
I think you did. I think you began the game with fakeness.
I did not.
Yeah, you did. I believe you did. This is the time that you would slip it in there. This is the one time. The only time.
So you think that I'm trying to get a 0 here?
So, Adam, you think the official answer here is wrong?
I don't understand your logic, but you've done it. Okay. I'm sticking to my guns. I'm picking Jared.
Okay, so Adam picks Jared. Thomas thought it was Matt. Adam thought it was me. Matt, who do you think it is?
Well, I think it's Adam Stayx. I think it's Adam.
Okay, he's picking.
I think he's...
You think Adam stacked the deck against you?
And I won't caveat it with all the politeness. You know what I think.
All right, so 1 vote for Matt, Jared, and Adam, and now Nick. Who do you think it was?
Wait, how do I get the points here?
You have to name the person that submitted a fake definition.
The only way to win is to not play.
No, I'm going to win because I'm going to say it was me.
Oh, it was Nick.
There you go.
And so Nick wins the round
By getting it wrong.
in some sort of crazy turn of events.
Wow.
He gets a point, or 2 points for getting it correct. Unfortunately, everybody else scored 3 points because Matt, Adam, and Thomas all got the correct definition, a hypothetical elementary particle that mediates the force of gravitation in the framework of quantum field theory. Nobody said it that nicely. That's the correct thing.
Yeah, that was
They all got it
nicely
pretty
said.
close, though. Nick submitted a database as a service solution for enterprise infrastructure solutions. So a lot of solutions in that.
Well, you got Fermion. They should have Graviton.
In my defense, I had a greater chance of saying it was a JavaScript framework and getting it right than you all did guessing me.
Yeah,
That's true.
That's true.
The hypothetical JavaScript framework.
Yeah.
And I was trying to throw everybody off by choosing Jared. I was like, well, nobody expects this.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I went for you.
I was hoping that nobody would say Nick and I would get 3 points for the miss, but he named
said
himself.
him.
He outed himself, and to much success, he got 2 points there. So,
I totally knew what it was. I was trying to trick all of you.
oh, you're playing the metagame.
Yeah, he's playing the metagame.
Smart. It backfired horrendously, but you still scored 2 points. Everybody else scored 3. So after round 2, we have Matt, Adam, and Thomas tied in first with 5, Nick in dead last with 4, and I still have 0, but it doesn't count as dead last because I'm just the moderator, people. I'm not actually playing the game. Okay.
Wait. A question. Is it not better? Is the point of the game to try and trick everyone else, but then know the right answer and guess it?
Absolutely.
Or is it to guess it first?
How can you do both of those?
That can be the best if you can get a fake definition that is so good that
you get
everyone
all
else.
three.
That's
votes.
what you're trying to do.
You have to get the ultimate pile on and then not pile on yourself. That's how you can get the most points.
A JavaScript framework. Just say that for the rest of them. And we're good.
They all are JavaScript frameworks.
Well, you'll have a good opportunity now. We moved to round 3. This is a different round. We call this round namespace conflict. In this one, I've gone out to the GitHub and I have found an open source project. I will give you all the name of the open source project. Your job is to write the tagline or the description of said open source
That's great.
project. And the title of this project is Nuclei. 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 Please submit to me your fake taglines now.
And this is not Nucleus from
Don't say it. Don't say it.
Silicon Valley.
I would never. I would absolutely never. Now, if one of you happens to know what nuclei is, then you just tell me that and you'll still get those 3 points. Thomas first to submit. I have Matt's. So far, nobody has known it.
Not sure that's a good thing to say, Jared.
Let's see if Nick can get in before Adam does and retain Adam's streak of last submitter.
Last off the field.
And I have Nick's.
So close. I added 1 comma and a space.
Oh, you're
And
trying
then
to
2
make
more
it
dots
perfect.
and a plus sign.
Whoa.
I had a last minute edit to be more clear. So if you see or hear him delay or add a plus in the definition, that's just me. To be clear.
Okay. I now have all 4 definitions, or descriptions, I should say, for the very real open source project on GitHub called Nuclei. But what is Nuclei? Number 1, it's believed to be the real world version of Nucleus, the copied middle out compression framework from HBO's Silicon Valley. How dare you? Number 2, a fast and customizable vulnerability scanner based on simple YAML-based DSL. Number 3, an abstraction atop all popular front-end testing technologies. Run everything from one place. Number 4, a blazingly fast JavaScript framework written in Rust with AI superpowers. And number 5, Nuclei get to the center of your issues. There you have
Emotionally?
5 potential descriptions of a very real open source project called Nuclei, but which is the real one? We start now with Adam.
Can you repeat a few for me, please?
A few of them, just at random.
Use the lava lamp to pick which one, Adam.
He doesn't care which ones he hears back. He just wants to hear a few.
I would like to hear
Were you listening the first time?
2 and 3, please. 2 and 3.
2 and 3. Okay.
Okay.
2 is a fast and customizable vulnerability scanner based on simple YAML-based DSL.
Okay, I meant 3 and 4. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. 3 is an abstraction atop all popular front-end testing technologies. Run everything from one place. And 4 is a blazingly fast JS framework written in Rust with AI superpowers.
What was number 1 again?
HBO Silicon Valley.
What about number 5? I'm just kidding. I'll take number 3, please.
All right. Number 3 is the abstraction.
Abstraction. Read that one again, one more time.
An abstraction atop all popular front-end testing
That's it.
technologies.
That's the
Run
one.
everything in one place.
That's the
the
one.
one?
That's the one.
All right. That's Adams. We go now to Matt.
Can you read number 5 again? I'm not trolling. I think that's the one I'm going to
You're not trolling?
No.
Number 5, it says, get to the center of your issues.
Is it GIT, though?
No, it's GET.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that's good. That's a good, it could be also quite a good fake. It would be a good fake one that one of these young lads would come up with, I reckon, to throw me off the scent.
Yeah, it's hard to say, isn't it?
And number 2 again, just one more time, Jared. I think
Number 2 is the fast and customizable vulnerability scanner based on a simple YAML DSL.
it was the addition of the YAML DSL. Like, that's a brag.
Yeah.
Like, that's somehow a
That's
good
a brag.
Descriptions don't brag.
Like trying too hard.
I'm going to go number 5, I think. And if that is,
right.
I deserve to lose points to someone if they've.
All right, Matt votes for number 5, get to the center of your issues. Nick, what do you think?
I think, what was number 1 again?
You can write things down.
I refuse to read number 1 again. You know what it is, and you're just trolling me.
Your favorite show, right?
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, but can you? I think I have number 2. Can you repeat number 3, please?
An abstraction atop all popular front-end testing technologies. Run everything from one place. Adam selected that one. In case you want to have Matt sing the pylon song again.
So he selected 3 and 5.
Matt's on 5. Adam's on 3.
It's number
Who's
1,
on
Nick.
first?
Who's on
Why
third?
not 1? I'll take 2.
No, what's on 3rd? 2. You're taking the vulnerability scanner, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Nick has that one. We go now to Thomas.
All right. Can you read?
Yes, I can.
Oh, that's wonderful. All right. As I've heard this, I'm thinking, get to the center of your issues. It's nice. It's clean. It could be fake. But I also, it also leaves a lot of interpretation as to what the project could actually do, getting to the center of your issues. It could be a therapy program. It could be a lot.
True.
So I'm thinking I'll go with that one. Center of your issues. We'll pile onto that one a little bit.
That's
yeah.
a little bit of a pile on. We only got two on there, Thomas and Matt. So let's start right there. Both Matt and Thomas thought that a nuclei might be get to the center of your issues. A pretty good tagline written by one Nick Nisi.
Oh,
that is Nick.
So good.
Very
Because it's
good,
nuclei. Because you're saying eye as well, so it's like looking out.
I thought it was
It's also
great.
the nucleus
very good
inside.
one.
Oh, so good. Deserves. How many points does he get?
So Nick scores 2 points for tricking 2 of you.
Good job, Nick.
Adam, however, thought that a nuclei was the abstraction atop all popular front-end testing technologies. That was written by Matt. So Matt gets a point there.
Nice one.
And Nick thought it was a customizable vulnerability scanner based on a simple YAML-based DSL. And that is exactly what nuclei is.
Really? All right.
So Nick got it right. He gets 2 more points for the correct answer.
Dang.
And really takes a big lead after round 3.
I was really like queuing in on that YAML keyword too. Like,
Yeah.
that's way specific, or it's trying to trick me.
Yeah.
And I obviously wrote about the copy of Middle compression.
And we all know who wrote the Silicon Valley one.
My problem, though, was that I worded it incorrectly. It was not like a description. It was not believable.
Right.
I think it was too long for the GitHub tagline area.
Yeah,
too.
that's the problem. As I read it back, I'm like, my strategy for what I wrote was wrong.
The other problem is it had Silicon Valley in it. So,
Yeah.
yeah. You basically traded points for a few lulls. You know?
If I could have just said like fan art based on Silicon Valley, that'd have been good, right? Just like simple.
Okay, that might have been
That
believable.
might have actually got you
tip.
guys, you know?
Yeah.
We're going to get better at this, aren't we, as we go?
Yeah. Well, that's the strategy, right? It's like believability and STEM.
And STEM.
Because sometimes there's definitions out there that are like not STEM.
Yeah.
That's true. After 3 rounds, Nick moves from dead last to dead first. He has 7 points. Matt is in second place with 6, and Thomas and Adam are tied with 5 apiece. So it's a tight game. We move now to round 4, where the word ductility. Please submit your definitions now.
Adam, can I have a random number from your lava lamp, please?
Got it?
Thank you. Yep. Just write it down. Number 6.
Matt is in.
I'm Ian.
Thomas is in.
We wrote the same exact thing.
Could have.
Could have.
You did in the Graviton round.
Thomas, you keep having to go at beans on toast. What's a sort of local food from where you are that's popular?
Where I am, I'm just outside of DC. And so there's such a...
The comics.
there's
The comic books. What does that mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. And of course, on the other coast, you have Marvel.
The 2 big rivals, aren't they?
The 2 big rivals. I would say that DC,
Is that where Batman lives?
that is where Batman lives, and
A lot of kryptonite.
does take care of a lot of the... there's a lot of kryptonite, and that is the main kind of industry in the area is kryptonite mining. So very,
But not exactly a cuisine. I mean, we're not...
No, we're getting there. I mean, some people love like large vats of acid. Some people find it transformative, but some people find it drives them crazy. No, there's not a real central DC cuisine I can think of, but I will say I spent a long time in Rochester, New York. It's where I went to grad school, And they have something called a garbage plate.
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
You know what a garbage plate is?
No, but it sounds yummy.
I can take a few guesses.
Yeah, well, it's kind of a loose idea of a food. It is a plate that includes hamburger. You got some hot dog on there, chopped up, usually some macaroni salad, sometimes beans. Really just anything that you might...
Is there any toast?
You know what? With a little bit of ingenuity, you could add some toast to that.
So if you worked hard, you could turn garbage into beans on toast, is what we're saying here.
Exactly.
Right.
There is a possible transmutation
Right.
from garbage to beans on toast, yes. And so that's where a lot of my perspective comes from.
Is a garbage plate like leftovers and it's just a mix of everything?
It's kind of like everything that you could get at a diner or a barbecue joint. Well, not like a southern barbecue joint, but like
Northern one.
and maybe at a family barbecue. Yeah,
I just thought it was a result of a successful night of dumpster diving. But
it can be.
You don't take a plate.
Depending on
You don't need a
your
plate,
palate and how good you are at digesting food.
right. All right. We have all 4 definitions, 5, including the real one, for ductility. Number 1, the act of throwing something or someone out of a window. Number 2, helpful objects formed with duct tape. Number 3, a measure of how solvable a problem is using duct tape. Covering a small hole has high ductility. Number 4, a fast, utility-first duct typing library. And number 5, a temporary tool to quickly fix an issue, contraction of duct tape and utility. So there's your 5 definitions. We start with Matt this round. What do you think is the right definition?
That last one sounds properly like real, but is that a double bluff or just a normal bluff? It's just could be just a one bluff.
It could be a triple bluff.
Could it?
Actually, a double bluff would be worth choosing.
If it's even, does
true.
it go back to which one? It's odd. It goes back to what it was. I can't remember.
I think you know the answer to this.
What's like 15? What's like a 15th bluff?
It just goes odd even, yeah.
Yeah. So just sort of, you can, okay. I think the one about measuring how easy you could fix something with duct tape, like measuring the severity of a problem. I like that, but...
Okay,
yeah.
That's number 3, a measure of how solvable a problem is using duct tape. That would be the ductility.
It's either that or the last one, I would say, so I'll go for 3.
All right, he's going for 3. Nick,
3 was my guess too, but to be different, I'm going to go with 5.
do you know what number 5 is, Nick, or are you just following the leader?
That was the one about duct typing, right?
No, that's
that was
number
4.
4.
Can you repeat number 5?
I thought he might have moved a little quick on that. Number 5 was a temporary tool to quickly fix an issue, a contraction of duct tape and utility. Ductility.
Oh, okay. I'm going to stick with 5.
Oh, you're going to stick with that one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like something was in there. They're like,
All right, that's Nick's. He's got 5.
gosh. This is
And Thomas.
Yes, I will pile on with Nick, even though he didn't know which one he was picking. Now he does, and I agree with him. That temporary tool, that sounds right.
Okay.
You're being very ductile there, Thomas.
Yes.
Last up, Adam. What are you thinking? We have a pile on beginning. We also have Matt over there on the solvable problem using duct tape.
Not feeling good over here on this little island, I'll tell you that.
Not feeling good.
I'm going to give you a chance here, Jared, to get some points.
You're going to pile?
We're gonna split it. I'm going with Matt.
You're going to go with Matt.
Yeah, I think it's a measure.
Okay. He thinks it's a measure.
Ductility is definitely a measure.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's hard, isn't it?
So we don't need the pile on.
It's hard to remember the definitions and stuff because I think Jared reads them and we're not listening. That's what I think is happening.
I get that feeling too.
Yeah.
Because as soon as I read them, someone's like, "Will you read those again?"
Yeah.
It's like, where were you when I
Yeah.
read them?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. It's a sincere question. Because you're all right here in my screens. But okay, let's see how it shakes out. Dog pile number 1 was Nick and Thomas. They thought ductility was a temporary tool to quickly fix an issue, a contraction of duct tape and utility. I thought that was pretty clever. And Matt is pretty clever because that was his definition.
Cheeky.
2 points for Matt.
Cheeky.
That's the sound effect they play when that happens. He does it in English.
Say
It's
it
like,
again?
cheeky. It's like English.
Oh, he's cheeky.
Oh, clip.
Yeah, that's
there
the
goes the
clip.
clip right there. Cheeky.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it.
Dog pile number 2 was Matt and Adam. They thought ductility was a measure of how solvable a problem is using duct tape. That was Thomas's measure. He made that one up. 2 points for Thomas.
Great one.
Good job, Thomas.
Thank you.
I didn't want to go with it because I kind of figured it probably wasn't true, but I figured whoever did it earned the points.
Okay.
Earned the points, you know?
He earned them. And guess who else earned a few points this round?
Oh, Jared.
Yours truly, because ductility is the act of throwing something or someone out of a window.
What?
I thought that was defenestration.
Oh, shoot. I switched the words. I'm serious. I switched the words.
Oh, so what is it?
No switch, Jared.
It is defenestration. Blimey.
Because you didn't read the right definition for ductility.
No, I didn't.
How do you want
The act of... Yeah, I know what ductility is. Oh,
I'll tell you what ductility is. Ductility is helpful objects formed from duct tape. That's what ductility is.
Ductility is a metal is ductile if you can hit it with a hammer and deform it.
right. I screwed it up big time. I actually didn't switch them. What I did was I took defenestration and I pasted its definition on top of ductilities.
Do not feel bad. Don't throw yourself out the window.
This is unfixable. I don't think I get any points this round.
No points awarded.
That's how we'll fix it. I'll go 0, and we'll leave everything else alone. Woo. So what was the correct definition again?
If a metal can be deformed by hitting it with a hammer and it stays in that deformation. So like a wire has high ductility because you can kind of stretch it out.
Right.
Yeah, so.
The ability of a material to sustain significant plastic deformation before fracture. That's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah, I pasted the wrong thing. I was really excited because defenestration was such a cool word.
It is a good word.
And I have a round called not STEM because that's not STEM. Throwing someone out of window is not STEM.
No, that's physics. That's physics.
I've worked in some places, I can tell you.
Well, maybe, yeah. I was trying to think of the ways I would argue that being STEM because I read the definition. I'm like, that's not really STEM. It's just throwing people out windows.
Thomas, why did you know that so fast?
Defenestration. Yeah, you knew that really well.
Why did I know that word? Just random facts knowledge. But a background context here.
Is required.
Well, I have my master's degree in physics. Did you know that? Okay, so there's a couple things like graviton that...
Right.
Those ones were...
They're hitting into your wheelhouse.
They're hitting into my wheelhouse. So you got to go towards
And throwing people out windows is one of your hobbies in college?
That is. Yeah, exactly. That's actually how they dealt with us if we didn't do well on our papers.
Okay.
I'm going to defenestration you.
They defenestrated you.
They defenestrated me, yeah.
The worst part about this is I ruined 2 rounds because I can't use that one anymore either.
Oh, so well, actually, I ruined that by calling you out on what the
No,
word
you
is.
were correct. I ruined it by having the wrong definition for ductility.
You both ruined it. Don't fall out over this. But hang on.
We ruined it together.
So what's the word again? Defenestration.
Defenestration.
Defenestration is the act of throwing something or someone out of a
Out
window.
of a window. So is fenestration, would fenestration be throwing them into a window? Like throwing them up and in? Like how is it D?
Yeah, Thomas.
That's how they do, like,
Explain the physics of that one.
for firefighting. If they need to get you onto the second floor and they don't have a ladder, they got somebody really big to go.
They fenestrate you.
That's why they
They
had
fenestrate.
the trampolines at the bottom. Is that just so they can bounce up and see what's going on?
That's just for fun, actually. It's a very stressful job. So you know how like at Google they have ping pong tables? That's why
chill
they
out.
bring the trampolines.
Oh, so it's just like, go and have 5 minutes. Billy, you've worked hard. Go and have 5 minutes on the trampoline. We'll deal with the rest of this
Exactly.
fire.
Yes.
Well, after a crazy round 4, I have subtracted those 3 points that I gave myself, and I'm back at 0. But we let Thomas's 2 and Matt's 2 stand because they did convince Matt, or they convinced the other people to select theirs, and so that puts them into a tie for second, Thomas, and a leader now, Matt, leapfrogging over Nick and Thomas at 7 with 8. So it's Matt 8. Nick and Thomas tied with 7 and Adam with 5. I am down here in the basement where I belong. And we move now to round 5.
What's up, friends? I'm here in the breaks with 1Password, our newest sponsor. We love 1Password. Mark is here, Mark Mackenbach, Director of Engineering. So Mark, you may know that we use 1Password in production in our application stack. We're diehard users of 1Password, and I've been using 1Password for more than a decade now. I'm what I would consider a diehard, lifelong, never letting it go, perhaps my cold dead hands type of user. And I love the tooling. I love specifically the new developer tooling over the last couple of years. But what are your thoughts on the tooling you offer now in terms of your SSH agent, your CI/CD integrations, the things that help developers be more productive?
I'm a developer myself, and I've been bugged for ages with all of the death by a million paper cuts is the expression, I think. All of the friction you run into, and we've come so used to, I don't know, you wake up, you grab your phone, and your phone unlocks with your face, and everything's easy. But once you're a dev and you need to SSH into something, suddenly you need to type in a password, and you need to figure out how to generate an RSA key or an elliptic curve key. You need to know all these type of things. And I don't know about you, but I always still Google the SSH keygen command. Every time. And I've been in this industry for a bit, and I still have to do it. And that's just, it's annoying. It's friction that you don't need, and it kills productivity as well. It takes you out of your flow state. And so that's why we decided to fix and make nicer, make better user experience for developers, because they deserve good user experience too.
I agree. They do. So let's talk about the CI/CD integrations you all have. I know we love this feature here at Changelog. We use this in production, but help me understand the landscape of this feature set and how it works.
Well, most CI/CD jobs nowadays, they reach out to somewhere. So you publish a Docker image or you reach out to AWS or something. Always go into like a third-party service for which you need secrets, you need credentials. And so people see their GitHub Actions config be peppered with secrets. Now, GitHub's been nice and they've built a little bit of a secret system around that. But once you need to update your config, you need to update it in all the different places. Once you need to rotate it, that also becomes harder. And so what 1Password does is it allows you to put all your credentials in a 1Password vault, just like you're used to, and then sync those automatically to your GitHub Actions where they're needed. And the same system that you use in your GitHub Actions actually also works if you have a production workload running somewhere on the server. And the same type of syntax and system also works when you're doing something locally on your laptop, for instance. So if you're having a .env file, like a .m file, for instance, that's very notorious. Like people always have this in teams and they slack it around out of band, so to speak, because they know that they shouldn't check it into source code. But we then have all these Slack messages back and forth on, hey, do you have the latest version of the .env file? Because somebody made a change somewhere. And instead of that, what we actually really want is to just be able to check all that stuff into source code, but without having all the secrets in there. So with 1Password, you can check in references to the secrets instead of the secrets themselves. And then 1Password will resolve and sync all of that automatically.
Yes, that's exactly how we're using 1Password. We store all of our secrets in a vault called Changelog, and we declare a single secret in fly.io. This is where we host changelog.com, and the secret is named op_service_account_token. And then we load all the other secrets we have into memory as part of the app boot via OP and a file we made called env.op. Now, inside of GitHub Actions, we're still passing them manually, but we do have a note to ourselves for future dev that we should use OP here too. But big deal to use this tooling like this in the application stack at boot. We do it. And if you want an example of how to do it, check out our repo. I'll link it up in the show notes, but we have an infrastructure.md file that explains everything. Obviously, you can find the details in our code, but do yourself a favor, do your team a favor, go to 1password.com/changelogpod, and they got a bonus for our listeners. They've given our listeners an exclusive extended free trial to any 1Password plan for 28 days. Normally you get 14 days, but they're giving us 28 days, double the days. Make sure you go to 1password.com/changelogpod to get that exclusive sign-up bonus, or head to developer.1password.com to learn about 1Password's amazing developer tooling. We use it, the CLI, the SSH agent, the Git integrations, the CI/CD integrations, and so much more. Once again, 1password.com/changelogpod.
And we move now to round 5. This is our new round.
Oh, no.
Well, this is a different round called Give It a Goog.
Give it a what?
Give it a goog.
Jared, Matt's cracking up. Do you know what goog means in British English? It's a little bit inappropriate. Matt, do you want to say it?
That's the round. Everyone has to guess. What does it mean in British?
That's the round.
That might give you an advantage, Matt, an unfair advantage.
Jared, he's got a master's degree in physics. How's that not giving him an unfair advantage? Education's just cheating, guys.
That's fair.
Education is cheating. It's the most expensive form of cheating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sometimes too expensive to climb out from under. Hopefully you're putting that to good work. Aren't you a software engineer? Mm-hmm. Are you also a physician?
A physician? That's a different degree. I can't do that.
No, that's his next one.
Are you a physician?
I thought you said you had your degree in physicians.
Physicians?
Okay. For this round called Give It a Goog,
Goog.
which is G-O-O-G, of course, the ticker symbol for Google, and not some sort of British euphemism, I hope.
We'll have to bleep it for the British audiences, but yeah.
Is a round in which I began to ask Google a question or type a phrase into Google, and then I paused and let it autocomplete.
Ah.
Your job is to write said autocomplete. So, what was the number one suggested autocomplete for the given phrase in Google? And that phrase was, why doesn't Apple? Why doesn't Apple? And I stopped. And Google suggested a bunch of things. One of those things is the number one thing. And you now write what you think that is.
Did you do this in
incognito mode?
Yeah, because otherwise it's going to be specific to you. It'll be something about, I don't know, sports or...
Right. And I wouldn't want to share those skeletons in my closet.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So there it is. Why doesn't Apple? Finish that phrase. What do you think Google would autocomplete? I have maths.
I was in San Francisco once in this bar and I met an Apple engineer. And this was just when the M1 chips came out and we were kind of chatting. And I said to him, he's like, oh, I'm working on something top secret next. And I was like, oh, what is it, the M2? And he just went like pale and quiet. So I'd like guessed the M2 as a joke from the M1.
Did you work for Gizmodo at the time?
No. And no one will hire me in the press. But yeah, I could tell.
If you really want to make money, you should have stole off with his pre-release iPhone.
Yeah, that would have been good actually. Although I'm not a thief really, but I could have won it in a bet.
Well, not in that case. Yeah, after he turned into a ghost.
Yeah.
I mean,
he went all serious.
Do what you will.
And he's like, I can't talk about it. I'd guessed it, hadn't I? But it's not. It's such an obvious guess. Why would that be covered by NDA? I don't know.
Because they can't tell you that they're going to increment the number,
I know, yeah. Top secret.
Had you had said M3, he could have just laughed and said, of course not.
Yeah, or what?
Right.
M1 Part 2, M1 Pro Max. Actually, to be fair, they do have the Ultra and the Max.
Those names don't make any sense.
Yeah.
No.
I have Thomas's and Nick's and Adam's. Ooh, I'm not sure who came in first there, but we know who came in last. Okay.
I don't want Adam to feel picked on because he's being slow.
No.
Of course not.
You guys took ages to agree with me then.
It's because it had to cross the ocean to get here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm in the middle of a very complicated copy paste. You know what can go wrong when I copy paste wrong? I changed the meaning of words.
Don't do that.
All right, give it a goog. Why doesn't Apple? 5 potential responses. The first one, why doesn't Apple Pay work? The second one, why doesn't Apple taste good like banana? The third one, why doesn't Apple make cheaper products? Number 4, why doesn't Apple let me change the default browser for iPhone? Number 5, why doesn't Apple let iPads run macOS? There you have the 5 potential autocompletes for the phrase, why doesn't Apple? We start this round with Nick.
Not with me. Can you repeat the first 2, please?
Number 1 was, why doesn't Apple Pay work? Number 2 was, why doesn't Apple taste good like banana?
That could easily.
Apparently submitted by a caveman.
Apple does support other browsers, so sort of, and in the EU.
But that was a recent,
The default browser?
the default browser. I don't think so.
You can change the default browser, but the default browser is always Safari everywhere, except for the EU now. Potentially.
Sure.
You mean the rendering engine versus the actual like app?
Yeah.
But would people know that?
But you've been able to change the default browser forever. So
No.
These are non-nerd searches, Nick.
Yeah, I mean these are the masses here.
okay.
The masses.
So then
Okay.
it is either one or two. I'll go with one because apples are better than bananas.
All right, number one. Nick takes number one. We go now to Thomas.
I'm thinking that why doesn't Apple Pay work? Because that seems like what the masses might be thinking.
We could be stereotyping very badly.
Yeah. No, it works pretty well. Okay.
In my experience, Apple Pay has worked pretty well.
It works pretty well, but
It's all. I don't carry anything else.
Anything else?
No.
Wow, that's pretty well.
You
Then.
know wallet?
No wallet.
How do you? Where's your ID?
It's in the car.
Okay, so if you want to steal Nick's identity, just steal his car.
steal his car and get his identity.
I'm hopping in your car when you get out, buddy.
All right, well that's pretty good vouching.
Which
then, I
one?
guess
Which car's is his though? Which car is his?
the one with his ID in it, Matt. Come on, keep up.
My car is not
Yeah,
identifiable.
What's
in
your
any way.
VIN number? Yeah, no. Yeah.
My license plate is Vim.
Vim?
It literally is.
That's so good. Not near
Now he's
them.
just doxed himself hardcore.
Yeah.
Come on,
Yeah.
Nick. Edit that out.
That's funny because
it's
my
Miv.
Is that why you're so slow?
Yeah.
Is that why you're so slow?
yeah,
Rim shot.
I've never got a
Ching.
speeding ticket. Put it that way.
Quite bloated.
Thomas, we're still waiting for you to decide.
I'm still waiting. I'm gonna pile on with Nick on the why doesn't Apple Pay work?
All right. Mm-hmm. We gotta get the pylon song out. All right, we go to Adam.
It's a pylon. The other ones are too wordy, you know? Let's go with,
Which
let's
ones?
go with, they're all too wordy.
Why doesn't Apple let iPads run macOS?
That's like
It's 4 words.
it's like 17 down in the autocomplete, not the first one. It's an autocomplete for sure, but not the first one. Overly explanatory is not good in this case.
Okay. So you're going with the shortest
They
one?
just added one word, work. Well, pay and work, I suppose. 2 words. Count them. 1, 2.
So you're piling on.
Pylon. Yeah, pylon. All right. Number 1. I just shared my logic with you, Matt, so I'm giving you a leg up.
Matt, what are you thinking? We have a pylon here.
There's another one, though, that you could probably guess. Just saying.
Taste good like banana.
Well, that one's funny, but I think people. There's no reason why in an incognito mode. There's no reason why it would assume Apple, the company, maybe.
Oh no, of course.
Yeah. So and that could easily be a funny one. Why doesn't Apple? What was it? Doesn't it taste good? Like banana.
Tastes good like banana.
I like that one.
Banana.
Tempted.
It's not banana. It's banana.
Sorry, yeah.
Banana. That's how they say it.
Yeah.
And there's a U in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Do you think the world's population prefers banana
No.
to Apple?
Yeah, I'm the one.
When you just say banana by
Yes.
itself, it's like, no, that's not real, is it?
I'm the one talking funny.
Do you really say that, Matt?
Banana.
You say banana?
Banana.
Banana.
Yeah.
You got like
Sounds
a
like you're like banana.
I'm sorry about that, Matt.
Wait,
I feel
I
bad
know
for you.
you save loads of time. To be fair, at the end of your day, you've shaved if you add it up over your lifetime, you probably save significant.
I mean, ours sounds so much better. Banana. I mean, that's just
love it.
better. Banana.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt my ears.
BANANA. Whatever.
NANAS.
Let's hear a selection, Matt, before we.
I think it's a pylon.
You think it's the pylon? All right. Should we play the pylon song?
Well, you could play it.
How about a version 2?
Let's hear
A
it.
remix.
Yeah, make it different.
Have you ever seen a baby that looked like an old man? Have you ever seen a lady that also looked like an old man? Well, I don't know what that's about, but we're gonna pile on. And that's why we sing the pile-on song. It wasn't as relevant as the first one, was it?
You should have put banana in there, buddy.
Banana in there.
I don't know what that was about, honestly. I feel like he just remixed an old song for us, but we'll take it. You know, it's better
I think
than.
that was written.
That's a good point. Yeah, I would say, I was about to say it's better than toast underneath some beans. All right.
There's at least one more definition that was plausible, okay? That's all I'm saying. There's one more definition that was plausible.
So all four of you thought the number one autocomplete for why doesn't Apple is pay work. Why doesn't Apple pay work? And that is the number one autocomplete for why doesn't Apple. So 3 points or 2 points for everybody.
Blocked them out.
AKA a worthless round. Good job, guys. Way to ruin it. Interestingly, I thought this was interesting. The number 2 response was, why doesn't Apple Pencil work on my iPhone?
Oh.
And the number 3 response was, why doesn't Apple CarPlay work? Mm-hmm. And the number 4 autocomplete was, why doesn't Apple TV work? Are you sensing a theme?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it makes sense. That's what people are searching for. You don't search for, why is my iPhone working? No one's searching for that, are they?
That might be the better question. Why is the
That's
iPhone
true.
working?
It's mind-blowing when you dig into it.
There's books on that.
You need a physics master's to understand it, probably.
You know you don't. This is going to be my mark for my life.
Thomas Eckert, the physician.
It should be that, to be fair.
Is there a doctor on this plane?
Yeah.
I can only throw people out the window.
I don't fly planes. I fly in helicopters.
Helicopters.
After round 5, we gave it a goog, and Matt retains his lead with 10 points. Nick and Thomas with 9, and Adam with 7. We skip round 6 because of reasons we will not revisit, and we move to round 7. Klein bottle.
Wait, it wasn't even the next one down? You skipped like 4 answers down and then copied the definition?
Excuse me?
They both started with D.
I'm just trying to understand.
No, here's what happened was, you guys want the full explanation? Because this is how software works. I switched the tabs, round 6 and round 4, because I thought it would be a better flow. And then I had the wrong thing for 4, and so 6 had the same thing as 4. Yeah. So that's why those two were involved. So thanks for revisiting that, even though I clearly declared we were not going to revisit it.
What's up, friends? This episode is brought to you by our friends at Neon, on-demand scalability, bottomless storage, and database branching. And I'm here with Nikita Shamganov, co-founder and CEO of Neon. So Nikita, one thing I'm a firm believer in is when you make a product, give them what they want. And one thing I know is developers want Postgres, they want it managed, and they want it serverless. So you're on the front lines. Tell me what you're hearing from developers. What are you hearing from developers about Postgres, managed, and being serverless?
So what we hear from developers is the first part resonates. Absolutely. They want Postgres. They want it managed. The serverless bit is 100% resonating with what people want. They sometimes are skeptical, like, is my workload going to run well on your serverless offering? Are you going to charge me 10 times as much for serverless that I'm getting for provision? Those are like the skepticism that we're seeing, and then people are trying and they're seeing the bill arriving at the end of the month and like, whoa, this is strictly better. The other thing that is resonating incredibly well is participating in the software development lifecycle. What that means is you use databases in 2 modes. One mode is you're running your app, and the other mode is you're building your app. And then you go and switch between the two all the time because you're deploying all the time. And there is a specific, part when you just like building out your application from 0 to 1, and then you push the application into production, and then you keep iterating on the application. What databases on Amazon, such as RDS and Aurora and other hyperscalers, are pretty good at is running the app. They've been at it for a while. They've learned how to be reliable over time, and they run massive fleets right now, like Aurora and RDS run massive fleets of databases. So they're pretty good at it. Now, they're not serverless, at least they're not serverless by default. Aurora has a serverless offering. It doesn't scale to 0, Neon does, but that's really the difference. But they have no say in the software development lifecycle. So when you think about what a modern deploy to production looks like, it's typically some sort of tie-in into GitHub, right? You're creating a branch, and then you're developing your feature, and then you're sending a PR. And then that goes through a pipeline, and then you run GitHub Actions, or you're running GitLab for CI/CD, and eventually this whole thing drops into a deploy into production. So databases are terrible at this today. And Neon is charging full speed into participating in the software development lifecycle world. What that looks like is Neon supports branches. So that's the enabling feature. Git supports branches, Neon supports branches. Internally, because we built Neon, we built our own proprietary, and what I mean by proprietary is built in-house. The technology is actually open source, but it's built in-house to support copy and write branching for the Postgres database. And we run and manage that storage subsystem ourselves in the cloud. Anybody can read it. It's all on GitHub under Neon database repo, and it's quite popular. There are like over 10,000 stars on it and stuff like that. This is the enabling technology. It supports branches. The moment it supports branches, it's trivial to take your production environment and clone it, and now you have a developer environment. And because it's serverless, you're not cloning something that costs you a lot of money and imagining for a second that every developer cloned something that costs you a lot of money in a large team. That is unthinkable, right? Because you will have 100 copies of a very expensive production database. But because it is copy and write and compute is scalable, so now 100 copies that you're not using, you're only using them for development, they actually don't cost you that much. And so now you can arrive into the world where your database participates in the software development lifecycle, and every developer can have a copy of your production environment for their testing, for their feature development. We're getting a lot of feature requests, by the way, there. People want to merge this data or at least schema back into production. People want to mask PII data. People want to reset branches to a particular point in time of the parent branch or the production branch or the current point in time, like against the head of that branch. And we're super excited about this. We're super excited. We're super optimistic. All our top customers use branches every day. I think it's what makes Neon modern. It turns a database into a URL, and it turns that URL to a similar URL to that of GitHub. You can send this URL to a friend, you can branch it, you can create a preview environment, you can have dev test staging, and you live in this iterative mode of building applications.
Okay, go to neon.tech to learn more and get started. Get on-demand scalability, bottomless storage, and data branching. One more time, that's neon.tech.
Round 7. Klein bottle. That's 2 words. Klein is the first word and bottle is the second word. So Klein bottle. Spell it out like that. Klein space Bottle. End. Klein bottle. Excuse me, I'm off to go check the definition and make sure it's correct so as to not embarrass somebody a second time. Nick, first one in. We should have had you do a song about apple tastes good like banana. I think that would have been better.
It's not too late.
That sounds like a nursery rhyme.
Was that Matt's?
That could have been a.
Yeah, that was Matt's.
Yeah, I knew it.
Yeah, but it didn't.
Could have been a hit, like a
Could have been a hit.
pen, pineapple, apple pen.
Oh yeah. It would have been better if someone had gone for it though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
Waiting on Adam.
Sorry about that.
Okay, just letting everybody know.
Part for the course here. Just perfecting my words here.
Can I change mine?
Sure.
You can before the round begins, not during.
No.
Sorry, Jared. I'm doing your job.
No, it's all good.
I didn't swap the tabs though, so you're okay. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
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 How about all them tabs that guy had? Huh? 7,400 tabs?
Was it? Whew.
7,400.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
Can you believe
I
that?
felt vindicated. I was like, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I was listening to that news in my truck, just pumping my fist, and people were like, what's wrong with that guy? Somebody else trumped me on tabs.
Yeah, Nick, there was somebody who had 7,400 tabs open over the course of 2+ years, and they were quite upset when Firefox suddenly lost their session. I have all 5 definitions. We'll see which one is correct for Klein bottle. Number 1, a storage solution for Calvin's fetid wares. Is it fetid or feted?
Fetid.
Is it fetid or feted? I've never seen that word. Number 2, a non-orientable surface with no distinct inside or outside. Number 3, a mathematical construct with finite volume and infinite surface area. A Klein bottle can be filled with paint but never painted. never fully painted, excuse me. Number 4, bottle cap tester tool for fitness and water tightness created by Klein Tools. Number 5, an algorithm for aggregating time series data originally described by Robert C. Klein. Whew, there we go. I'm going to go to Adam first. Surely you're going to ask me to read them all again, and then we'll see what you have to say.
Just a few of them. Don't worry.
Okay, which ones would you like to hear again?
1 through 5, please. No, I'm kidding around. I just need 2 and 3. 2 and 3. I was just kidding with you.
2 and 3. So 2 is a non-orientable surface with no distinct inside or outside. Number 3 is a mathematical construct with finite volume and infinite surface area, which can be filled with paint but never fully painted.
I like Thomas's reactions to 2 and 3. I'm going to go with 2.
Okay. Interesting.
I was playing you, Thomas. Thank you so much.
I was playing you, Thomas.
I got played. I gotta do this. I gotta do this.
You got totally played. All right, well, let's see how Nick plays. Your turn, Nick. Oh, no, sorry, Matt. Matt, your turn.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go for number 3. I like the idea that there's a thing that you can fill with paint. I've always wanted something that you can fill with paint but can never paint it.
But never paint.
And so yeah, it's got to be that one for me. And it's mathematical, so maths is
it's
is
mathematics,
bonkers, isn't it?
Very good. Now we go to Nick.
No, I feel bad. I should have gone with 3.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to go with 3, and I think.
Oh no! Don't go with 3. Come on,
They're piling on 3.
this isn't a pile-on game.
Why do you think it is?
I knew it was between 2 and 3 because I think you read them in order that it's actually in order that you are on my screen.
That's an insane
That's
reason.
why.
So, but
That's his
Oh,
logic.
that's a meta game, isn't it? You think I'm just reading them in the screen order?
I knew that mine was number 1.
No,
Okay.
that's a mad reason. You might as well consult.
This guy's really playing the meta
haven't
game.
guessed
I'm the
yet.
last one. I'm the last one. So it's,
No, you're not.
No, Thomas has to go.
Oh shoot, I'm not.
So you broke the rules, Nick. You're kicked out. Get out of here,
I'm not the only one screwing this game up.
Jason. Everything Nick has said during this podcast, just edit it. He's gone.
Making it easier for me. Yeah, there we go. That's not fair. That's not fair.
But that system for deciding, I think, is so random. Like, you might as well consult horoscopes or something, Nick, or get a crystal skull out.
That's right.
Yeah, or a pseudo random number generator or something.
I saw the stars last night. I knew I was playing this game today, and so therefore it's 3.
Like 80% of the changelog people are Pisces, as we.
Is that right?
Gerhard, yeah,
A lot of Pisces, yeah.
Really?
a lot of Pisces.
Adam, Amel, I think.
So do
was.
all those people have the same kind of day?
We have the same energy level. We vibe.
Well, we do check in with each other. Yeah.
No, but I mean, literally, like, you read the horoscope and it's like you're gonna have some financial luck this morning, and then maybe some romance in the evening. So all Pisces
Right.
are just having that same day, like some kind of distributed Groundhog
I
Day.
haven't had that day in a while, so
That's good.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
I get
how
the
it works.
evening part, but not the no money in the morning.
You all read the same fortune cookie and it just says defenestration.
Yeah. And everyone just jumps out.
You will need to defenestrate. You
That's
gotta
your outlook for the day.
defenestrate or be defenestrated.
Yeah, I mean, are you the subject or the object?
Yeah.
All right, Thomas.
Oh.
The ball's in your court here.
Yeah. I'm gonna choose. Can you give me the exact definition on number 2? Pretty sure it's number 2.
A non-orientable surface with no
Yeah.
distinct inside or outside.
Yeah, it's number 2.
It's number 2.
Jared, you should choose. I mean, there's a better answer out there. You should choose one answer.
Just choose one.
If you were to choose an answer, I'm not saying that you would or you could.
What would you
if you were
choose?
to, which would you choose?
If I was going to choose one of these for the pure joy of it, I would probably choose a storage solution for Calvin's fetid wares, even though I don't know what
really
fetid
good.
means. But Calvin Klein, right? I mean, that's the joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fetid means smelly.
Smelly.
Okay, so I don't
Gross.
have the vocabulary that Nick does, but
That's a good one.
I like that. And then I also liked Robert C. Klein because on that one, Matt just made up a word, a false human, right?
That's
Matt, that was
Bobby
yours.
Klein. No, that's Bobby
Yeah,
Klein.
no, yeah. It's me in disguise. This is, yeah.
Well, that
Bobby
took
Klein.
a turn.
Hey, everybody, it's Bobby Klein. I'm going to tell you about our time series algorithms. Is that too much? That's basically the sort of voice I went with it.
Is that a pretty good impersonation of the person? Is that accurate?
No, that is.
No, that's him coming out.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, you've got a couple different personalities in there.
So wait a minute. You put on this British accent the whole time, but this whole time you actually had that other voice was the
No,
real you.
Robert C. Klein's not the real me.
It's like Al Pacino mixed with something
Oh, it's
else,
not.
isn't it, Jared?
Yeah.
Like Al Pacino mixed with something? Do it again, Matt. One more time. Listen for Al Pacino.
I'm Robert C. Klein. I'm not Papa's Al Pacino's or Cappuccino, whatever you said. It's that sort of thing. It's sort of like subtle. Yeah. It's subtle, I think.
Say, I'm a fan of man. Yell,
That's
I'm
right.
a fan of man.
Yell something.
I'm a fan of man.
Yeah, I can see some Al Pacino in there.
A little bit.
Yeah,
I think Al Pacino got a lot of his talking from Robert C. Klein.
Well, he is getting old, so I mean, there's some similarities there.
That's true.
All right, Matt and Nick picked number 3. That was a mathematical construct with finite volume and infinite surface area. That was Thomas's. So 2 points for Thomas.
Sorry. Not bad.
Meanwhile, Thomas and Adam picked a non-orientable surface with no distinct inside or outside. That is a Klein bottle. The correct answer. So
congrats.
2 points for each of them.
It's good work.
But Matt, good news. That does exist. It's called Gabriel's horn. So all you need to go out to the store and buy a Gabriel's horn.
Oh, well.
Is that what that is?
And it has finite volume, infinite surface area.
I wonder if they sell them on Amazon.co.uk.
.uk. You can get them in the US, but you can't get them in the UK.
One of those.
Because of Brexit. You could before Brexit.
You believe in a lot more stuff that can't exist in the US. So that's what.
Let's not dig too deep into that.
Moving forward. After 7 crazy rounds, we have Thomas. He's in position to win. He has 13 points. Remember, 15 or the end of the game. So he's right there on the precipice of a victory, ready to be defenestrated out the window.
Yeah.
And Matt with 10. Adam catching up has 9. Nick has 9.
Nice.
So it's a tight game. We have a few rounds left. We now move to round 8, which is called How Do You Do, Fellow Humans? In this round, I have asked ChatGPT a very specific thing. Your job is to be a fake ChatGPT and answer my question exactly the way that ChatGPT would answer it. So what I have told ChatGPT is this phrase. Make a fictional word that relates to STEM and a single sentence definition of the word. That's what I've asked it to do.
It's saying that we've got to guess.
Now you must write the response to that particular command and submit it to me now.
Quick follow up on that one, Jared.
Yeah.
Do you think that's okay? Do you think this is okay that you've asked us to do this? Because what on earth? How are we going to get this?
Do I think that it's okay? Like existentially or morally, or how do you mean?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Interesting.
So to ask you to fake like that you're a large language model? I mean,
that bit I'm fine with.
If they're going to take our jobs, we should take their jobs.
Yeah.
It's only fair.
Right. This is kind of like a plug pull kind of a move here.
Yeah.
Just let people text you and you answer.
We're fighting back.
That's basically what it is. Yeah.
Now, I asked this to GPT-4o. O stands for Omni. It did not respond with a picture, but I suppose it could have.
Should say, hello, my name is Scarlett Johansson. I'm trapped.
No, it did not.
I'm trapped in a GPT factory.
It did not. I think they had to disable that module.
They did.
We could have just got Robert C. Klein to do it. It would have been good if.
He has a great voice.
Lovely, isn't it? It's one of those relaxing kind of.
It's almost too alluring, though. I mean, you might have a lot of nerds falling in love.
danger.
Yeah.
That's going to happen anyway, though, isn't it? We can't really be trusted with life.
No, we might just throw it out a window, you know?
Can you read again, Jared, the prompt? Oh, you actually have shared it. Yeah.
Yeah, I prompted it by saying, make up a fictional word that relates to STEM and a single sentence definition of the word. And don't make it ductility. That word is dead to me. My ego is too brittle for ductility. Okay, I have Matt's. I have Thomas's. I have Nick's.
But Matt, there is a Grafana dashboard internally that is your social score as you say different things on the podcast.
Yeah.
Internal Agrafana, or just in your house, Thomas?
Yes.
You can set up alerts now as well in Grafana Cloud. So if I say something bad, I get alerts going off. It's like, what are you doing? It's a good idea. It's a good system.
Oh, no. I know that because I just triggered a bunch of alerts at work. But, okay.
Well, I'm sure it's fine.
Testing in production.
All right. I now have all of the fake ChatGPT responses.
Real responses.
But one of them's not pasting correctly. Hold on. Give me a second.
These aren't artificial, are they? I don't understand. Like, what? We're worried. Yeah.
What makes it artificial?
Well, I'm saying these ones aren't these are real. These have come from real intelligence.
These are real lies.
Yeah.
Farm to table lies.
Yeah, we haven't hallucinated these.
Non-GMO, non-GPU.
GPU.
Non-GPU.
All right. I told ChatGPT, I said, listen up here, ChatGPT. Make up a fictional word that relates to STEM and a single sentence definition of the word. Here are 5 potential responses. Number 1, sourdack is the study of quantum mechanics where it intersects with microbiology. Number 2, neuroquantumize, the process of encoding and manipulating neural information using quantum computing principles to achieve unprecedented processing speeds and accuracy. Number 3, geostasis, the theoretical point at which a planet's rotation has ceased due to the pull of nearby celestial bodies. Number 4, to create a word like this, you can use a dictionary to find a word related to STEM. I have selected singularity, which has several concepts depending on the context. I have chosen to use the definition based on gravity becoming infinite. Inside a singularity lies the infinite point, a place in space, time where all points are compressed to a single point. And number 5, STEMist, a palindromic accolade describing those most adept at science, engineering, and technology.
Not a palindrome.
Yeah.
No, palindromic.
Not a palindrome there.
Palindromic,
Palindromic.
close to a palindrome or something.
Palindrome-ish.
Yeah, there you go.
There is a word that palindrome backwards. Have you heard of that? The word palindrome backwards is a word that is not a palindrome, unofficially.
Yeah, no, it should have been a palindromatic word.
Oh, yeah. I guess it's, I don't know. Is it my turn?
Yes.
That long-winded one, the longest one does...
The infinite
Yeah.
point?
The infinite point?
Yeah. I don't know. That could easily be also a troll. Oh, this is too hard.
That's the problem with this game, isn't it? But you're not going for the palindrome one?
I might go for that as well, because it's... Yeah, if it's like... Got that wrong. That is just... that does sound like
Well, it's a
something
fake
that-
definition
Yeah.
anyways.
But that's a very GPT
Mistake.
thing.
But then so's the... I think... What was the singularity one?
That was the long one. The infinite point?
That's probably a troll, isn't it? Is it? Could it be a bluff?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I mean, if someone can answer that and tell me if it's a bluff or not, I'll take it. But it was rhetorical.
Jared can tell you. Jared
All right, I don't know. So I'm going to go for the neuroquantumize one. Just because...
Neuroquantumize.
Yeah, just because I think that's cool. Whoever made that up deserves it.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool.
Deserves a point.
Neuroquantumize. All right, so that's Matt's. We go to Nick.
Kind of for similar thinking, I'm thinking that it's the long one, number 4, because it failed to do the single sentence thing, and that seems like a very GPT thing to do.
Could be a bluff,
Right.
though.
All right, number 4. That's the singularity one, the long one. And to Thomas.
I'm thinking STEMist because it makes sense that GPT would maybe like not fully understand the palindrome thing and maybe not know what STEM means. So I think STEMist.
All right, very good.
That was number 2, right?
That was number
5.
5.
Ooh, 5.
And last is Adam.
What was number 3 again, Jared?
3 was the geostasis, the theoretical point at which a planet's rotation has ceased due to the pull of nearby celestial bodies.
Huh.
Or maybe it's just strike and oppose, you know.
Maybe. Was 1. 1 seemed off, but curious.
1 was sourdack, which is SAUERDAC, the study of quantum mechanics where it intersects with microbiology.
Why that word, though?
Sourdack.
I guess my better judgment, I'm going to go with 3.
3 is geostasis.
Geostasis.
Okay, I think we're all in then. Let's start right there. Geostasis, the theoretical point which a planet strikes a pose. That was Thomas's creation. So 1 point
Very
to
good.
Thomas.
So I thought that was
Almost
real.
for the win.
Thomas went for STEMist, a palindromic but not palindromish accolade describing those most adept at science, engineering, and technology. That was Matt's
Very nice, Matt.
Bluffs.
creation. 1 point for him.
Bluffs.
Bluffs.
Nick went for the long one,
Yeah.
which I won't read back because it's long, but it had both the GPT metagame as well as the correct or a version of the answer in there as well. And that was written by Adam. So not
Oh,
GPT.
such a good bluff.
Genius.
That's such a good bluff. That nearly had me.
That was good.
I almost got it.
Adam knows very well
was very good.
how ChatGPT replies. That was a great one. And Matt went with neuroquantumize, which was actually invented by ChatGPT 4.0 model.
dang.
So Matt found it. Neuroquantumize.
I only picked that because I wanted that to be real. I don't really deserve that, but I'll take it.
We'll take
Points
the points back.
accepted.
Oh, you're going to accept them. You're not denying them.
You deserve it. You're a legend. You're a legend. Be treated like a legend.
Well, the legend is still in second place, though. He has not achieved first. Thomas is in first with 14, 1 point away from winning, but Matt's in striking distance. He has 13. He could definitely win this round. Adam with 10. Nick slipping into last, if you don't count me, which we don't, with 9 points. We would count me if I was close to winning, but since I'm not, we'll forget about it. All right. We now move to round 9, which is a non-STEM round. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, that was good.
Time to shine.
Sorry to all the STEMists out there.
All right. And the word for round 9 is chthonic.
Spelled?
That's spelled CHTHONIC, and it's pronounced chthonic.
CHTHON.
ONIC.
There's a song about this in the 90s, I think. Thonic.
Chthonic.
This is the video game, Thonic. Thonic
Oh,
Adventures,
you're thinking
Thonic,
of-
Knuckles.
Yeah. It's the
Yes.
Yeah, Thonic.
it's the
Thonic, Tails.
it's the short tongue Thega series. It was on Thega Mega Drive originally. Yeah.
Chthonic the Hedgehog.
What is our,
Thega Mega,
what is our
yeah.
objective, Jared, in this
That's from
round?
Thega.
Yeah, I remember that. We had that.
Just to define it.
Thega. Can someone harmonise with that for me, please? Thega. There we go. Yeah. Put autotune on that, please.
Is that how you just ask for autotune and it just happens?
That's what we call post-production.
Yeah, the editors are great.
We got to get at least one more song out of Matt before this show is over. So, guys, be thinking about something we can prompt him with.
Non-STEM.
Non-STEM.
Non-STEM. Non-STEM.
Yeah. Some things are STEM, some things are non-STEM.
It's such a strange spelling of a word. I don't know any other word.
CHTHONIC.
Yeah, but that. What do you? Yeah, it sounds like a password.
Seemed maybe it's Greek or something.
Bloody hell! Greek again.
We've exhausted all my Greek, yeah.
Although with Greek, there'd be more K's involved.
Yeah, and you'd have to do some sums halfway
That
through.
C at the end would definitely be a K. Maybe we can get Matt to sing a Sonic the Hedgehog song.
A what song?
Sonic. So far, I have 0 definitions for Sonic.
Isn't it
They're
Thonic?
having too much fun. They don't want the game to end.
Don't you think?
Isn't it Sonic?
Yeah.
Not bad. If that was an Apple product, it would be iThonic.
Yep.
Here they come. Oh, they're all in.
There we go.
Splash.
You just had to let them cook.
All right. Aggregating.
Is this your audible version of a spinning wheel?
Yes.
Or your pulsating dots?
Let me see what I can find on the web for Thonic.
I had a beach ball of death spinning, and then the beach ball itself crashed. And I was half expecting like another smaller beach ball to appear next to it, and it just goes on like that. But yeah, it's bad when your beach ball's crashed as well.
All right. All 5 definitions for Thonic. Number 1, a colossal, terrifying creature with an octopus head, tentacles, and a large, scaled, covered body with immense wings, often portrayed in mythos as an incomprehensible horror terrorizing wayward ships. Number 2, the taste.
So much detail.
The taste that remains in your mouth after eating apples and bananas. Or is that bananas? I don't know. Number 3, a therapy involving holding one's breath for increasing periods of time to help increase lung capacity. Number 4, of or relating to the underworld. Number 5, a literary device in which both a protagonist and their foil switch sides by the end of the plot. That's 5 definitions for Thonic. We start with Nick because it rhymes with Thonic.
Does it?
I guess that's true.
It is.
there can be a song there.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy to write that.
Okay.
Can you repeat 3 and 4, please?
Oh boy, I would love to. Number 3, a therapy involving holding one's breath for increasing periods of time to help increase lung capacity. Number 4, of or relating to the underworld.
Neither of those sound right.
You just pick both of them. Just give half a point to either.
Yeah.
Ride the 2. Yeah.
It's like the
I'll do
personal spread.
I'll do 3.
All right, Nick goes with 3. That's the lung capacity one. We go to Thomas.
I'm also looking at those 2. I'm gonna zag. I'm gonna go to of relating to the underworld.
Thomas goes to the underworld.
Oh, thanks.
You did it. Adam.
I'm thinking 1 or 5. Give me a 1 or 5, Jared.
Number 1, a colossal, terrifying creature with an octopus head, tentacles, and a large, scaled covered body with immense wings, often portrayed in mythos as an incomprehensible horror, terrorizing wayward ships.
If one of us on this call has come up with that, then do you know what I mean?
I do know what you mean.
Good, because I don't want to finish this sentence. One of us. Any more words.
What do you mean?
I just can't believe that.
How do you mean?
And then how about 5?
5 was a literary device in which both a protagonist and their foil switch sides by the end of the plot.
That sounds
They all sound so good, don't they? They all sound legit.
These are all pretty good definitions. I'm not going to lie.
Remind me 2 again. 2 had something to do with the bananas.
Taste in your mouth.
Sounds like maybe a Matt thing.
apples and bananas.
The taste that remains after eating apples and bananas.
That's kind of thonic too. That could be thonic.
Tonic.
Because like after you eat the apple and the banana, you're like,
Kind of like that.
you have like a going on. Like it's a thonic feeling.
Yeah.
Let's go with number 1. Whoever wrote that deserves some points.
All right, number 1. And
Yeah.
that's good. And now we go to Matt for the final selection.
Yeah, I kind of think that's such a good bluff. But also, I thought Adam did that long one. And he's just...
Could be picking his own.
That's what I wonder. So it's
To get a point.
And he
It's
said
not
the
illegal.
person who came up with that deserves the points.
That could have been
Self-serving.
subliminal messaging.
That's right. Deserves the points, Matt. Deserves
Oh,
the
man.
points. Give the points to number 2.
I'm sorry. Does anybody want to change theirs?
Number 2. Go with number 2.
Am I the... Yeah, and I'm the last one, aren't I?
Yeah, this is it, man.
Number 2 is your selection. I'm giving it to you now.
I love the short of the Underworld one was written like a dictionary definition. But again, the others haven't been as much. So I think that's someone on here being silly bugger or clever bugger, as I call it. Might just go geostasis again. Let's go for that one.
Stasis again.
Well, you definitely got the stasis part down.
It's tough. I'm going to go the plot one because I love that. I love that there's a... That's so good. If I think, you know, again, if someone's come up with that, it's great. But whoever did the first one, I think needs help.
All right. Well, let's start with the plot one. The plot thickens with a literary device in which a protagonist and their foil switch sides by the end. Matt guessed it. Thomas wrote it. 1 point for Thomas.
nice one, Thomas.
He may have remembered how many points he needed to begin with. He may be there, but does Matt score any points and beat him? That's the question. Next up, we go to a therapy involving holding one's breath. Don't hold your breath too long, Nick, because Matt wrote that.
No.
And so a point for Matt. The plot continues to thicken even more as they're both now scoring points. The long one, which we all agree was the best written and the most interesting and the handsomest of the group, that Adam selected was written by the one and only Nick Nisi. Hey, Nick. Nice one, dude.
Nisi.
Woohoo.
It's about time.
Very well done.
In fact, I'm going to give you a bonus point for that
Oh, nice.
because you're going to lose and the points don't matter. So if I give you a bonus point, it makes me look nice. Okay. Finally, Thomas selected of or relating to the underworld. You know, kind of like how Thonic the Hedgehog goes under the ground, you know,
Thonic the
constantly.
Hedgehog,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's Thonic. Of or relating to the underworld. So 2 points for him there. Giving him 3 points for the round. Giving him 17 total points and the victory. Congrats, Thomas. You win.
That was beginner's luck. It was a joy to be here, and yes, thank you.
Somehow Nick beat me in the end, though.
Well, I have a couple of questions before we go into our congratulatory interview. My first question is, is a literary device in which both the protagonist and their foil switch sides by the end of the plot. Is that a real literary device that you just renamed, or you just made it up?
It could be. I made it. I thought of it.
Is there prior art? Does anybody know a story in which that happens?
Face Off. Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Face Off, yeah.
Yeah, but that is the plot. Like they don't. I guess what do you mean by switch sides? Like usually it's like the good guy becomes the bad guy and the bad guy becomes the good guy. I mean, Face Off, that is kind of like, it's just their faces that change though, right? Mm-hmm. It's a good example, Nick. I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. I like it.
Game of Thrones.
Who's the good guy in Game of Thrones?
What's his name? Lannister. Cersei's brother. He was bad, then he was good, then he was bad.
That's.
It actually wasn't bad in the end. He just said he went from bad to good.
If you don't count the last season. Then
Jamie is his name. Jamie Lannister.
Why are we spending all this time on it? Thomas completely just made it
He
up.
just went back to Cersei. He didn't really turn. He just walked away. He went back to love, not something else.
Well, I can Google it now. I wonder if there is a real word.
Yeah, Google
for
that.
it.
Come back to our listener out there. If you know of any films or stories or TV shows,
It's a definition that deserves a word to define it.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I suspect-
Face Off's
yeah.
a pretty good example. My second question is for Matt. Matt, now that you know that Thonic rhymes with Nick, you also know it means of or pertaining to the underworld.
Mm-hmm.
You also know that you can give it a lisp and make it Sonic the Hedgehog. Can you come up with a song, perhaps, that combines all these elements
Combines all of it.
into one melodious sonnet? Or psalmist?
Soneth.
Or stemist?
Yeah.
Matt the Psalmist.
What key do you want it in, everybody?
F? E sharp? A minor?
E sharp is F.
Don't make it a minor.
Don't make it minor. Okay, I just know what I'm going to do.
we don't need those.
Thonic is how you pronounce it. Is that right?
Thonic?
Thonic.
You got it.
Crikey.
Or superthonic, if you want to go.
Oh. I like to play games on my Sega Mega Drive. I like to be the same as the characters on my Sega Mega Drive. I'm like a little hedgehog spinning around, going all around and getting coins from underground. Even though I know it, I gotta get Mr. Dr. Bionic, or whatever his name is, the baddie from Phonic. And isn't it ironic? Don't you think? A little too ironic, yeah, I really do think. I'm going down, 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 underground. Down, 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 underground. I'm going down, 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 underground. I'm going down, down, down. Sing along if you know it. It's Thonic. It's just Thonic.
Thonic.
It's just, I don't know, Thonic. And it's got a CH at the start of the word, which you don't need. Get rid of it. There we go. That's great.
Oh,
It's a new bedtime story.
Play that to your
or
kids.
song.
Yeah.
Lullaby.
that was iconic.
Iconic.
Oh, you should have put that in.
Yeah, I tried to write down as many rhyming words as I could. I should have got done the rhymer thing, but I closed Chrome, didn't I?
Oh,
Good idea.
classic mistake. All right. Thank you, Matt. I like when you said sing it with us if you know the words. And
And then you change the word.
you were saying down, down, down. So I figured that's what we had to do. And then you just went with Thonic.
I said sing along if you know it, which you don't.
Oh, we didn't know the words. So.
We thought we did, though. That's the hard part. Yeah. Really, really it made that difficult for us for so many reasons, but we still appreciate it.
But I just want to say one thing though as well. I am also a professional, so if you work with me, I am also a grown up. Just want to put that out there. Yeah.
That's a good disclaimer.
And that your Grafana dashboard just went up a little bit.
Great.
So
Thank you.
I can
That's
see
it.
it.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the legend continues. All right. Well, Thomas wins, like we said, and so we always allow our winner to take a moment and speak to the audience. If you have anything to talk about, you can plug stuff. You could brag some more. You could donate money to a cause if you have any morality. You can do whatever you wanted to.
Well, my own money, donate it in public.
That would make you look good.
Well, yeah, but then that makes it not so altruistic, doesn't it?
Well, don't tell us about it.
So we're gonna pause the podcast, and I'm gonna go give money to a good cause, and then come back.
Right.
You'll just have to know that I did it, but don't think about the fact that I did it.
Right, because then
don't give me any kind of social credit for doing that.
Yeah. All right. Good. I'm glad we got that covered.
This is tricky. I see why podcasting is so difficult. I will plug a project I've been working on called Devi. In part because once I've plugged it, I will have to go and get it into a shape that people can come and use it. But the idea here is that you can connect a GitHub repository and publish blog posts in Markdown and just keep pushing to that GitHub repository. Kind of like a Substack for developers using GitHub as the CMS. It's an idea I've been playing around with for about a year now, and I'm ready to get some people on it. This is for early adopter type of people who don't mind finding bugs and yelling at me about them, and I would appreciate that. So come yell at me. Go check out devi.page and let me know what you think.
Is that Devi like Devy, or how does that work?
Devy.
Oh, I got it right. All right, Devi,
which is good.
Devy .page.
.com was too expensive for a side project.
You couldn't get the whole website. You just got one page, so you have .page.
.page. That's your page.
If you would have got .pages, then you could have had
pages. That's not a TLD yet. Got to work on that.
That would have been expensive then, I guess.
Could be if you put .page/s.
/s. That might be the solution here, is to prefix.
Or .pag, PAG, and then get the .es. Then you'd have pages.
Is that Spanish?
But, yeah, this is my first .page website, actually. I've never been to a .page before. Yeah.
Really? Congrats.
Have you?
It's $10 a month, so yeah.
Price is right.
Get them while you can. Get them while you can.
I don't want one.
I think Devi.com was no. You don't have to, but it's good to collect as many.
That's basically what I'm doing.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm starting to think this entire thing is just Thomas secretly running the .page TLD and trying to get people to register.
That's the real money. Is during the gold rush, you want to sell the pickaxes.
Exactly.
So.
That'd be cool. An open source thing published with GitHub, and the only thing is you have to publish to a .page, and then you just sell .pages.
I don't know how you would control that. .pages. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just an idea.
That's how you capture the market. This is good. We can have a little bit of a kind of by advisors.
We're workshopping this as we speak.
Consultants workshop it. Yeah.
Very cool. So check that out. Good job, Thomas. Way to be both the newcomer and the winner. I mean, Adam, I don't know if you have anything to say for yourself.
Being the lowest?
Well, no, I wasn't going to say that. Just not winning. I mean, remember, you're the one who's played this game a few times.
I know. It is a challenging game to win, honestly.
It is hard. Well, you only got a 1 in 4 chance.
You really do. I mean, you have to fool people, but you also have to know things.
Right. I think that's how Thomas won, because he knew so many of the physics stuff.
That's cheating, I think.
Sorry. Yeah. I think maybe I
didn't
need to,
see that coming.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely not inviting him back.
Don't. Yeah. Please.
We all beat Jared, and that's the important thing.
I was shut out. I mean, I almost scored some points until we realized the big flop,
Defenestration, yeah.
So it was all around a frustrating game for me. Also, Nick was here, which also adds to my frustrations. Nick, what are your thoughts on Pound to Fine? You're finishing near the bottom. Anything else you'd like to say?
I'm not near the bottom. What's that like, Jared?
Well, let's see. You do have 11 points.
Of course. Did you say them?
Which is probably not. Thomas had 17. Matt was in second with 14. Nick took third with 11, and Adam was in last with 10.
No, Adam was not in last.
Well, what do you mean?
Jared was in last. Jared was in last.
I'm just the moderator.
If you can win, you can lose.
Well, I didn't even play. How can you lose not having played? I don't understand your logic. You're illogical. Matt, what do you think? Do you like this game?
I like it how it words in it, and then you have to make up the definition of the words, and then you have to guess what each other's ones are. And if you get it right, you get 2 points. And if you're fooled by someone,
Are you just showing me how I should have explained it at the beginning?
no, that's the bit I like about it. I also liked the mistake.
The
I
rules.
think that was probably the most exciting bit of the podcast when you made that mistake.
I liked how nobody believed me at first. Like Thomas had this dumbfounded look on his face. Like, no, seriously, I really did mess it up.
I like how it naturally just brings in the AI element so that we don't have to talk about it or reluctantly talk about it. It's just there.
It's just part of our lives now.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah. Embrace it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, speaking of AI,
Oh, gosh.
round number 8, my definition. I mean, that was gold, right?
That was a good one.
That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
You did
really
a good job of actually sounding like it.
Read it again, Jared. Go ahead.
Read it again? You want me to read it again?
Just for fun.
Well, this
Sure.
was the How Do You Do Fellow Humans round, in which Adam wrote, to create a word like this, you can use a dictionary to find a word related to STEM. I have selected singularity, which has several concepts depending on the context. I've chosen to use the definition based on gravity, becoming infinite. Inside a singularity lies the infinite point, a place in space, time, where all points are compressed to a single point.
Is a singularity. That's why.
Honestly, I should get like at least 7 bonus points.
At least 7.
Yeah, no, yeah.
He's trying to negotiate a
That's what
win
would
here.
time me for
I mean,
first.
Thomas
Yeah,
already
yeah,
did his plug. I mean, we can't negotiate a win for you.
You can edit it out, and then Adam, do you have a podcast you want to plug?
There's a show out there, I think, that's pretty awesome. And it's called Oxide and Friends. I was just on it.
Friends.
Mm.
Oh, is this?
I think it's coming out this week or next week. I'm not sure when. We were talking about Silicon Valley.
Oh, gosh.
A lot.
That's not surprising.
Okay.
Hard pass.
Jared's
Hard
like,
pass.
hard pass. There was a little bit of love for you sprinkled in there, Jared. You might want to
Oh,
listen.
can you get me a transcript?
I didn't run the show, though, so I couldn't control the topic.
Of course.
Well, when Brian came on, he talked about Silicon Valley.
Well, of
too,
course.
so.
Yeah, but I didn't let him talk too much about it. Purposefully. I didn't go deep. I could have gone further in, but I
Is
didn't.
Jessie on that show? Jessie Frizzell? She's one of the Oxide founders, right?
It was Adam Leventhal and
Jesse was a
Brian Kentrock.
consultant on Silicon Valley. Oh, Jesse for
Is that right?
she was.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah, that was discussed on the show.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Wow.
I mean, genuinely, it was on when we were in a startup incubator in Sunnyvale in California, and it was too real that we genuinely couldn't watch it. You know, I hear people like they say about The
It's too
Office, they're
much,
like, "Oh, I
yeah.
couldn't watch it because it's so cringy," but I'm like, "Grow up." But this genuinely, like, I couldn't.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't do it. It was like the same things were happening, but it was going better in Silicon Valley. I think when it's going better in a comedy show than it is in real life, you're going to have to take a step back and reevaluate.
Well, lots were skipped in there, yeah. But we talked about other things too, but that was a lot of it. I would say probably 50%, maybe 40%, but only because it kept going back there. And it wasn't always me, I promise. And they want to borrow the ding for the show.
Oh, they can borrow the ding.
They love the ding.
Yeah, the ding works well.
The ding always work well.
And maybe even the spoiler horn too, because I spoiled a couple things.
Nuclei.
The center
Yeah, that was a
of
good
your
one.
issues.
That was a
I would
good
say
one.
Nick wrote some good definitions, even though he finished near the bottom. I'll just keep reminding them that. The
think they were all
nuclei
good.
definition was good, and the last one was spectacular. The monster, the horror.
Well,
It was Cthulhu.
it started with CH, and I was thinking of
Cthulhu? Yeah.
Yeah.
Good thought. Good thoughts. Good times.
Yeah. Very thoughtful answers all around, I think. I mean, this is a solid round.
Solid cast.
The game changes so fundamentally depending on who's playing. You get different play styles. You get people who want to go for the funny ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt played it straighter than I thought he would. He had the real good one with the banana, but beyond that,
Honestly,
it was pretty.
I was coming to just be an absolute. I
tried to bring the banana back.
and I did all
Nobody
right
liked
early
that
on.
one.
You were trying to be an idiot.
Doors, and I thought I've got a chance here. Yeah, so I got
Just keep going.
Just couldn't keep it up.
Foolish, but no, it was very fun.
With thonic is a
zag.
taste that remains in your mouth after eating apples.
I think
and
honestly,
bananas.
all of them were very good definitions. Like they were all. It was hard.
Yeah.
It's got to be tough. Sitting over here with the actual answers for me, it's always easier because I'm just staring at the right stuff. But
Easier for you, does it, Jared? How so?
Yeah, I guess having the answers.
Oh yeah, I suppose if you've got. Oh, I see. So if you've got the answers,
that's why I'm not playing. I mean, I can't play. I know
we
all
should
the
have
answers.
should have at least scored better then, or at least if not.
I almost scored some points. All right, let's somehow land the helicopter. The last thing we have to do is say, well, if you like Pound Define, let us know. We'd love to hear from you. We can play future games. You can submit your own words. I had a few listeners submit words. They just didn't quite cut the mustard. You know, they gotta be great. They gotta be amazing.
They gotta be.
Also, Gravitron, not great. 3 of you knew what it was. So
that was a.
even I didn't cut the mustard on that one. You know,
we don't have physics masters.
that's true.
You know what I mean?
So no cheating.
No, which actually means that I kind of wasted my time. I got a year and a half that I kind of just never getting back.
We should each just get a master's now, probably, because
Like an honorary.
That's true too. I can send you guys one. Once you have one, you can just copy and make a new one. So I'll
just copy paste that thing.
A physics master's degree. Yeah.
Fair.
Go ahead.
There are other Pound Define game shows in our feed. This is our third time playing this particular game. If you want us to play it more, let us know. If you like other games, we have Gophers Say, we have Front End Feud, we have JS Danger. Those are also in the feed. They also can be found under the topic games on our website, changelog.com/topics/games. There you'll find every game show we've ever played for your listening pleasure. All right, that's all for now. I guess all we have to do now is say bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Friends, #define. Bye.
Well, that was a crazy game of Pound Define. No, not #define, Matt. I tell you, the gall of that guy to come on our show and try to rename our game. I kid, of course. Matt is truly legendary, and that new song, Thonic the Hedge Thong, an instant classic. Did you love this episode? Check out our other installments, or even better, send this one to a friend who might enjoy it during a long drive, a run, a mowing session, whatever. We appreciate you sharing our work with people who might like it. And we appreciate our partners at Fly.io, our sponsors, Chronoder, 1Password, and Neon, and of course, our Beat Freakin' residents, Breakmaster Cylinder. We love you, BMC. And don't forget about our friends at Sentry. Use code CHANGELOG when you sign up for a team plan and save $100. Next week on the Changelog, news on Monday, Kelsey Hightower on Wednesday, plus our reactions to WWDC with Justin Searles, right here on Changelog and Friends on Friday. Have a great weekend. Give us a 5-star review if you dig it, and let's talk again real soon.